So everyone says that overthinking is wrong, that it's something bad, negative, that you should fix about yourself. And while there's some truth to that, it's not the whole story. I'm going to show you how to use overthinking as a strength rather than let it be your mental disability. And I use this for myself to overcome it and use it to my advantage. You might think I'm bullshitting, but I know exactly where you are. Throughout my whole life, I've been an overthinker, and I still am. But I've improved a lot. And I know what it's like to have it, to not be able to tackle the things that you want to tackle in your life, the dreams that you want to achieve, and have it be your constant devil on your shoulder, on your two shoulders, telling you from both sides to, oh, what about this, this, this? I know what that's like. I know it. A prime example of that is this YouTube channel. I procrastinated on building a channel for years, and you might even relate to this. I was worried about the failures, low view counts, criticism from others, not being able to do it properly, being a waste of time, my family members and friends making fun of it. All of these things didn't happen. It was actually quite the opposite. Because once I created the channel, I received positive comments. I actually enjoy doing this. I feel like if I'm just helping one person in this video overcome overthinking, it's worth it. And there's just something self-fulfilling about it. And now I love making videos. So fuck overthinking. But yeah, one day I just said, fuck it. I grabbed my phone. I recorded myself talking to the camera. No script, no nothing. I literally didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, hi guys. I guess this channel gonna be like self-improvement. And I was I was fucking terrified. That's the truth. Very poor eye contact, very poor confidence. I couldn't articulate myself well. I had nothing to say. And now I've made close to 70 videos and I just feel much more confident. It's not even close. And this is just a little example of my story with overthinking. And I tell you this because I know what it's like to have that voice in your head tell you, don't do this because of X, don't do that thing because of Y. And having it constantly talk you out of doing the things that would actually change your life. I know what that's like, and I know what it's like to overcome it. And I'm telling you this so that you know it's absolutely worth it. It's it's all there is to it and more. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to accept that you are an overthinker. This might sound corny or wishy-washy, but we need to accept who we are. That doesn't mean stay how we are, but imagine, for example, for someone to go to the gym, they need to accept, they need to acknowledge that they are out of shape. They need to. How else would you go to the gym? You're not going to the gym when you're obese and you're going like, oh yeah, I just want to, work out for fun. Like what the fuck? Of course not. You're obese, you need to lose weight and you want to lose weight, but you need to acknowledge that before you go there. So just with ourselves, if we want to overcome the overthinking, we need to accept ourselves as overthinkers. And this might be genetic, it might be from nurture, from your life, what's been going on with it, but we need to accept it regardless, because we need to identify our enemy to slay it. And if we are overthinkers inherently, then it's good to just accept it. And what would be a better way to use your weaknesses than making it a strength? If you're always going to have them. I can't think of any other way. And you can use overthinking for this. One of the ways is that overthinking, makes you go, okay, this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and this could go wrong. And you know what? You might be correct. Like, you might be correct. Those things could happen. You're not going to say, I fly to the sky and a crocodile is going to eat me. No, that's ridiculous. But you say, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. People will make fun of me. It's not the will, it's that they might. And you are correct. They might do that. The chances are just very low. But you can frame this as identifying obstacles. But the problem is that with overthinking, we feel that these things are guarantees. We feel that they will happen. We feel that if we do start a channel, we will get criticized. And the thing is that statistically, that's often not the case. So pulling you far away from failure as possible with overthinking. Great. But the thing is, there's always things to overthink about, but you need to pick the big ones that are worth being overthought about. They're worth it, or they're the ones that are not as bad to overthink about. These things are your big goals. They just are. Because if you're overthinking about the type of chocolate bar you're gonna eat, like, sorry for my language, but who gives a fuck? Like, seriously, no one cares. It's a chocolate bar, just grab one and eat it. Now, if you are overthinking about being fired, maybe there's a reason for that. Are you close to it? Like, has your performance been terrible? There might be something worth being overthought about. And maybe it's not you overthinking, maybe it's just appropriate thinking, right? That's an extreme situation. So we need to find things to apply our overthinking to. And that's what we feed our mind. If you have a big goal, which I advise you to have, then more likely than not, it's going to be constantly in your mind. Overthink about this one. Pick obstacles and do your best to make sure the obstacles are no longer obstacles. Make sure you overcome them. And this is how you use overthinking as a strength. Because with overthinking, we spot patterns more easily, or potential patterns. And many of those potential patterns can be actual patterns. So use that to your advantage. I mean, think about it. Let's say you and your friend go to an ice cream shop. You go there, there's 20 flavors. You take 30 seconds and you go, all right, I'm going to these two flavors. Now, your friend, he didn't pick one yet. And a minute goes by, 2 minutes, and 3 minutes. And by this point, you're just like, bro, just pick something for fuck's sake. Just pick something. It's not that difficult. Why? Because it's ice cream. It's not something that you would deem being worthy of overthinking even. It's something very casual, very trivial. However, if you have that same thinking but with an entrepreneur building a business, if he goes up to you, or let's say it's your friend as well, but a different one, and he's telling, okay, I've my business, um, I've been thinking about, I think this could go wrong and this could go wrong, and maybe that thing could go wrong as well. All of a sudden, you don't go, oh man, stop overthinking. You go, you know what, that might go wrong. That's a good analysis. And you respect it, right? Because he's thinking about it. So the only difference here is that it's the same thinking, but the business is something that is worthy of being overthought about. And that's what I mean when I say pick things to overthink about. Because you can't really just eliminate it forever. You just learn to deal with it and work for you rather than against you. And this is what I call directed overthinking, not scattered overthinking. Because directed overthinking is just being cautious. And it's good to be cautious in this world. Otherwise, you're going to get wrecked. So figure out big goals, your dreams. Let your overthinking mind naturally pick out obstacles, difficult challenges. Map them out, write them down, and say, okay, what is the thing, what is the action that I can do, or the actions that I can take to make them as least likely, if that's a word, to happen as possible. And you just do those things with action. And that is how fundamentally you use overthinking to your advantage rather than letting it cripple your life. Thanks for watching. Strive for progress, not perfection.